Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. You guys, let me know if the lighting is better, if I still look green. Let me know. I think I fixed that. So, congratulations are in order for Teen Mom Dad Ryan Edwards and his fiance Amanda Connor, as we just found out that she gave birth to a baby girl earlier today, or actually earlier this morning. And she just posted on TikTok yesterday that she was sick. Now, she did have a scheduled C-section date for, I think it was next week. So I don't know if she went into labor or if this sickness caused her to be induced. But either way, she did give birth to a baby girl. And here's one of the pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and go over all the information that we do have. Um, is my camera better, you guys? Is the lighting better? Do I still look green? Let me know. All right. So I'm going to go over this article really quickly. I think a lot of the reality TV networks are in contract with People Magazine because every time something big happens in the world of reality TV, People Magazine, they're the first to break the news. They're the first with the pictures. Like when Christine Brown got married to David Woolley, like they had all the exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So I think like People Magazine is in some sort of deal with reality TV shows that, or maybe they just pay the most. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe People Magazine pay the most for these photos. But this was put out, People Magazine put out the first article and put out the first photos of the baby. Here's a close up. I mean, you can't really see much, but the back of a really cute freaking baby, even though it's the back, it's a cute baby. All right, so Teen Mom Dad Ryan Edwards welcomes baby girl with fiance Amanda Connor. Ryan Edwards is officially a father of 4 or 5. It just depends on what you believe. You know what I'm saying? He and Amanda welcomed a baby girl today, Wednesday, February 12th. They did an interview with People Magazine. So at 6 o'clock this morning, she was, having a baby. And now, hours later, they've gotten their first interview out. So they've been busy today. They revealed the baby's full name, Presley Sage Eliana Edwards. I think that Presley Sage Eliana Edwards. Is that how you guys pronounced it? Ryan is already the father to his son Bentley, as well as Jagger, daughter Stella, with his ex Mackenzie. Amanda has one son from a previous marriage, whom she recently regained custody of. Reports have come out to state that Presley was born at 6:15 a.m., weighed 7 pounds and 3 ounces. That's a good weight. And honestly, they say the last 4 weeks, the baby could gain up to a pound a week. So it's probably good that she didn't go another week because that would have been an 8-pound baby, possibly. The baby measured 20 inches long, so that's a good size baby. They told the magazine, Ryan and Amanda told People Magazine, today is the day we welcomed our gift from God, Presley Sage Eliana Edwards. We are truly blessed to welcome this beautiful, healthy baby girl into our family. The couple also provided People Magazine with the first photos of Presley. In one photo, the photo that we see here, Amanda is holding the baby as Ryan kisses her on the forehead. As Teen Mom fans know, Ryan and Amanda have struggled with addiction for years. The pair met while they were both in rehab in 2023, and they have recently become engaged. Ryan and Amanda told People Magazine, we have worked so hard to reach our goals and build a new life with all of our children. We are looking forward to being a happy, healthy family, and we are just deeply thankful for everyone's love and support. Amanda, who lost custody of her son when he was very young, told People Magazine back in October that she was looking forward to having the chance to be a mother to her baby this time around because, she was struggling in her first when she was first a mother to her son. She was struggling and she wasn't able to really be a mother to him. She says, we have overcome so much in the last year and a half, and we are very happy. We are in a very happy, safe place. For me, I can enjoy this pregnancy and I have a second chance in motherhood. For Ryan, he is in a place that he hasn't been in for a very long time. We are excited to move forward from our past mistakes. We have a great support system with family and friends, and they are very happy for this new chapter in our lives. Now, back in October, Amanda also told Us Weekly that she plans to be very open with her daughter about her and Ryan's past. She said, honesty is one of my biggest things. Honest about who you are, honest about who me and Ryan are. I want to be honest with her about that. I don't want to hide anything from her. I'm going to be very cautious, though. I don't want to be a helicopter mom, but I don't want our child to go through anything we had to go through. I just want her to be very open to the world, but strong minded about certain things. Although the couple is in a new chapter of their lives, Ryan is still dealing with past obligations. As we know, him and Mackenzie are in the middle of a custody battle. Just last week, Ryan was ordered to pay Mackenzie $1,553 a month starting on Friday. So this coming Friday, he will have to make his first payment. At the same hearing, Mackenzie offered to allow Amanda to see the kids. She finally said, I'm okay with the kids being around Amanda as long as it is at Jen and Larry's house. Let's see. On TikTok, Amanda had told her followers that she was planning on having a C-section next week. But on Tuesday, she posted that she was feeling very sick. So it is possible that she was taken in early to have the baby. I don't know. It is not known if the birth was filmed for Teen Mom the Next Chapter. However, we do know that they are filming, so it's possible that it was filmed. We also know that if cameras were not there to capture this, Jen and Larry, Ryan, even Amanda could have potentially used their phones to capture some of this, and could be featured on the show. Either way, like even if production was not there, they could have potentially recorded on their phones that they can include in the show. Thank you, Can't Hide Love. Thank you. I do appreciate that a lot. I know, Random. Because, and I don't know, I don't know if she went into labor because she was scheduled for a C-section, and I don't know why. Usually, you're not scheduled for a C-section unless there's something wrong. Like my first C-section was because I was like in my last trimester and my baby had flipped. So my doctor was like, well, we may have to do a C-section on you if you go into labor and your baby is still the wrong way, which is what happened. My first C-section, I was 32 weeks with him and I went into labor. My water broke and my baby was not head down. My baby was feet down. So we had a C-section. I'm not an OBGYN. I don't claim to be, but from my understanding, you usually don't schedule a C-section unless there's something going on. Um, yeah. So she had a scheduled C-section for next week. She had a scheduled C-section for next week, and I don't know when they planned the C-section. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they decided on a C-section like months ago, I would wonder why. Like, why not just, or, well, with her first baby, I do know if you had a C-section previously, they want you to have a C-section if you have another pregnancy. Because that's kind of what happened with me with my last one. I wanted a vaginal delivery with my last one because those were much easier than a C-section to me. And they were like, because you had C-section last time, we would prefer to do C-section this time. So I do know, like kind of late in the game, they can say we're going to possibly do a C-section if the baby is not in the right position. But I don't know any other reason they'll do it. But I'm not an OBGYN, so there could be a plethora of other reasons that I just don't know about. And with twins, you're always scheduled for a C-section with twins. 6 pounds, 4 ounces. That's what one of mine was. 6 pounds. Wait, 6'6". One of mine was 6'6". My doctor planned mine, but I also insisted because he was going on vacation and I refused to let anyone else deliver her. I completely understand that. I love twins. I wish I would have had twins. And I wish I was a twin. I don't know why. I don't know what, like growing up, I was like, it would be so cool to be a twin. And then I was like, it'd be so cool to have twins. I don't know why. I'm a twin and I'm almost 6 pounds, and my twin sister was almost 8, but my mom had a spatula. I was 9 pounds, 14 ounces. Yeah, I was 9 pounds, 14 ounces. My mama said I was so fat, I could barely hold my eyes open because, like, my fat up here, like, rolled over my eyes, and that, like, my wrists were so fat that, like, they had, like, jelly rolls. Yes, so C-sections, if you have them the first time, for some reason, it's safer to do it again. That's what my doctor wanted for me. That's why I had the C-section the second time. But, okay, Ashley says there could be an issue with the birth canal, the cervix, etc. I had a backward cervix and was told if I were to ever get pregnant, it would have to be a C-section. That was okay. See, that's what I was saying. Like, as far as I knew, the only reason that I knew of, but I knew also that there was probably reasons that I was completely unaware of. I heard of planning a C-section if the first vaginal birth was traumatic. Okay. Girl, I was big. I was big. And my mama didn't have no pain meds. And my mama had all of us vaginally. My mama is a beast. I'm telling y'all. Like my mama did the dang thing. Okay, my first baby was a natural and it was such a traumatic birth. My last two were planned as C-sections. So yeah, I don't to me it definitely sounds like I had yep. Well, actually, no. I did not have a C-section due to preeclampsia. I was induced due to preeclampsia, but that was still vaginal. But, yeah, so she was sick yesterday. She posted on TikTok saying like, "Oh, my son's taking care of me because I'm sick." And I don't know if she ended up just going into labor or maybe what she thought was a sickness was her like really like going through like contractions. I don't know. I wouldn't think you would get that confused like with stomach. No, maybe she had like a cold and she went into labor anyways. I do want to say something really quickly. I did a video earlier about Mackenzie and Ryan, and, I was pretty, like, hyped up in it, I guess you could say, talking about, like, misinformation that I was hearing, and I brought up a TikTok creator that had did a video, and, that I was like, "I don't know where she got that from, this isn't accurate," and going back to watch that well, the TikTok creator reached out to me and, obviously felt like I was mad at her or something, and I definitely am not mad at anybody. As a creator, I know sometimes, like, we'll hear something and we'll say it because we hear it and we think it's accurate, and then it may not be accurate. I was not upset at this creator at all. It definitely did kind of come across as like I was. I was just irritated at information that's coming out that then I see people attacking Mackenzie over. I see people like going off on Mackenzie about a piece of information when I'm like, that's not even true. Like, that's nowhere in the records. That's nowhere this. That's nowhere that. So the creator did reach out to me because someone sent her a clip of me talking about it. So I did want to like publicly just say I never meant to like go after another creator. I don't like doing that. And I went back and watched it and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, that was so tacky of me to come across the way that I did," because it definitely did seem like I was just, like, mad at this creator when I'm not mad at anybody. I hate when because we do have a platform and when we put out information, a lot of people hear it. And I've put out information that people take and run with it and twist it a different way. So, I know, like, I have to be very careful on how I say things at times because people can take it and run with it. That's happened to me so many times. I've said something and then I see on Reddit, "Elle Bee said this," and I'm like, "That's not what I said. I said something similar, but not that." So it just sucks because I can uh, understand Mackenzie a lot because my older two kids' dad is it's so similar to Ryan. And so I knew how much I had to protect my kids, even if that meant saying like, "No, you can't see your dad unless it's at your grandparents' house," because I was just so, like, I had to protect them, and it made people mad. It made their dad mad, it made their dad's girlfriends mad, it made people mad. So, I feel like Mackenzie gets attacked a lot when really she's probably just trying to in my opinion, I feel like she's trying to protect her kids and just make sure they're safe and being their advocate. So when I saw that and I saw other people commenting on it, I was just like, but it definitely came off as if I was, like, mad at the creator when I definitely it was the aggravation of just, like, seeing people like comment and attack Mackenzie over it. So to that creator, I really do apologize because it definitely did come off a way that I did not intend for it to. So I definitely want to put that out there. Um, thank you guys. Um, thank you. My nephew was 2 pounds and 7 ounces, and then my other nephew was very tiny as well. I never remember his weight for some reason, but he was smaller. He ended up passing away, but um, so everything seems to be great with the baby. You know, she had the baby at 6 something this morning, a good weight, a good length. The baby looks healthy. I just oh, look at the baby foot. The baby foot. Donna says, I had my baby in the car. The nurses were like, what? And I said, I had a boy. They yelled, baby. Mama had me in the elevator to be like, my mama had me in the elevator. Yeah. Because she went into labor. She like my parents, like she had to go get to her parents and her mom and her sister and her dad, like all took her and they had no, actually I'm about to tell a fib. So on the way to the city, because the city like where we were born was like an hour away and there were smokers. Not my mom. My mom's never been a smoker, but my aunt, my grandma were smokers. And back then, it didn't matter if you were pregnant, people smoked around you like they didn't know. So like my granny and my aunt's like chiefing it up on the way to the hospital. My mom's over there like in labor. My aunt like throws her cigarette out and it lands on a trailer full of hay. And it was like a big old mess. Like by the time they got to the hospital, my mama was like full blown. She had me in the elevator. Yes, my sister's name is Flossie. That's my sister's nickname too. It's not her real name is Crystal. No, right, Colton. And I've been told that that's something that Mackenzie obviously like understands now that she has so much more of an understanding of Macy and Taylor back then. But she was being fed like so much about Macy back then from Ryan and his parents, you know, that like the reason she blamed Macy so much is because Ryan and his parents did. And like every time Macy was brought up around her, it was them complaining about Macy and Macy don't do this and Macy don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So she had a lot of animosity towards Macy because she thought Macy was mistreating Ryan because she was getting that from Ryan. And she just believed her husband, you know? But yes, I have seen comments on her page where she's admitted to like, yes, now I see. Even people saying like, we tried to tell you, she's like, y'all did. Yes, y'all did, you know? So she definitely like acknowledges that like she made mistakes back then for sure. It's -3 and you're walking in it. Get inside. Where did that come from? Flossie, my uncle gave my sister that name. The reason they say why doesn't really make sense. So I don't know. She just flossed around all the time. I'm like, what's flossing around? Like it may make more sense if like she played with floss a lot, so they called her Flossie, but just flossing around. You know, I don't know. Um, oh wow. Born in the toilet. That's interesting. My dad used to tell me that that's how came to be. My dad used to tell me that, oh, I was like cramping really bad one day, so I went and sat on the toilet and thought I used the bathroom, and I got up to flush it, and there you were. That's what my dad always told me. I'm like, oh, so you're saying I'm the crap? You're saying I'm the crap? Um, it definitely is. But anyways, you guys, so shout out to the new parents together, because they have kids, but this is the first they have together, and everything is kind of coming together for them because you know he's now can have Jagger and Stella around Amanda. So on his every other weekend at his parents' house, Amanda and the baby can be there. So Jagger and Stella, they'll get to meet the baby. Um, yeah. So, thank you, Colby. I really don't know because I don't get as much sleep as I would like to get. I've lived on Red Bulls for the past year that have damaged my heart. Now I live on coffee. I don't know what the secret is. A good camera. That's the secret. Um, no, but I do swear by this stuff. I'll swear by this until the day that I die. This is on TikTok. Kimchi Puff Puff Pass powder. This literally blurs your face like real life. Real life. Go look this up on TikTok and look at the reviews. Watch people put it on. This is legit. Okay. Um, so yeah, I put it on even if I'm not wearing makeup, I'll put it on just because it just smooths your face out. Just got my 2-year-old out the bath and I'm listening. You come in. Thank you. Thank you. Random, let me know. Please let me know what you think about it. Please let me know. I love it. You never look tired. Oh, I am. I fell asleep. No, I have extremely dry skin. Okay. Okay. I have psoriasis. I don't know if I've ever told y'all that, but I have psoriasis. And so, like, I just have dry skin in general, but I do have psoriasis. And it's only been a couple of times that it's appeared like on my face. It's come up like right here before. I had it on my eye and I didn't even know it was on my eye for the longest. I thought like I was like I felt like maybe like I cleaned my brushes because I was like, oh my God, maybe my brush is dirty, something. But I had no, you can actually get eye psoriasis, right? So I had a patch of eye psoriasis. No, I have horribly dry skin. I have to put lotion on. I have to use body butters because I just have really bad dry skin. But no, this is not driving me out. I love this stuff. Even my husband is like, that's crazy, like that it does that. Oh, okay. Update on my father-in-law, and then I got to close this one out. I don't want it to be too long. So I told you guys my father-in-law had cancer, and we got to. So when it came about that he had cancer, it was a really bad report. They were recommending hospice. Okay, when we found out that he had cancer, it was not good. Like he gave my husband his truck. Like he was giving his kids all of his things because it was not a good report. Well, they put him on these cancer pills, very expensive cancer pills. He has to take 3 a day, and they did PET scans, is what I think they're called, a couple weeks ago, and me and my husband went with him to his latest appointment because his mom couldn't go because she had to get a job due to, like, all these expenses. And anyway, so we go, and the doctor comes in, and first off, when they weigh him, they're like, "You've gained 14 pounds since you came last month." And, he's like, "Oh, good." So, they tell us that he's completely in remission. He's a diabetic too. He's a really bad diabetic, and he's got cancer. They're like, he's completely in remission. Um, the medicine that we gave him has like a 30% chance of working, and the chance that it has of doing something like this is like a miracle. His doctor was like, "You saw a miracle. Like, this is a miracle what happened to your dad." Like, yes, we give these pills to help, like, either stop the growth or, to make them smaller, but they have, like, completely disappeared. We do not see this. This is a miracle. But I'll tell you, like, my family are big, like, praying people. We believe in the power of Jesus. We believe in that, okay? His parents are very much Christians, and they are very much praying people, and they pray like so, I mean, I was like me and Sean both, we were just like, "What?" And so here's the thing, the pills make him sick. He has to take 3 a day, and when he went for the PET scans, he was just so sick, just scrawny. He asked his doctor, "Can I just not take them until I come back?" And he said, "Yeah, just give your body a break because you're just, you've lost weight." He can't eat. Like, it made him super sick. So he quit taking the medicine for a month until he went back and got his report. So now he does have to get back on the medicine again, but they're going to let him take it twice a day, and hopefully he won't be as sick. But it does suck that the medicine that will literally probably keep him alive makes him super sick. But the doctor did say take it for a month or so, and then you can go off for a week to give yourself a break. But it was just like, even his doctor was like, "We don't see this." So that's huge. And we're all so just excited about it and relieved because Sean is super close to his dad. They have a really great relationship. Um, so this was obviously something that was devastating for Sean to find out that his dad had, cancer, and they were recommending hospice. And now he's like a different person. So No medications were wait, okay. Brittany. Oh, wow. That's tough. Future to save my mom. I don't know what he takes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, just continue to pray though, because they basically said though that like without the medicine it will come back. It's not a matter of if, it will, just how fast it'll grow. So he has to keep on his medicine. But anyways, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Definitely sending prayers to everyone out there that's dealing with this, that's struggling with this. Because it doesn't, it's hard on those people, but it's also hard on the loved ones that see their family member just deteriorating. Sending prayers, Amber. Yes, absolutely, Colby. But yeah, shout out to Amber and Amber, Ryan and Amanda, Ryan and Amanda, and their new baby girl. Hopefully, I know when you're recovering, like big changes like this can be something that can be stressful. And Amanda did say when she had a planned C-section that they had a plan in place. She was not going to take narcotic pain medication. She was going to take, I think she said Tramadol, maybe. She was going to take a non-narcotic pain medication to recover from having the baby. So if she did end up having the baby vaginally, honestly, my opinion, if you have a baby vaginally and you don't need stitches, like you could get by with like Tylenol and ibuprofen. I could. It was not like horrible. However, if you have a C-section, I definitely feel like you need something because it's definitely painful recovering from a C-section. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a two-time cancer survivor. That's freaking crazy. Two-time cancer survivor. You beat the odds not once but twice. That's amazing. Survived cancer this past year, and I'm gonna keep up for the next 5 years. We'll pray for definitely praying for y'all as well. Definitely praying for y'all. But you guys leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Send them well wishes and send everybody well wishes that's struggling and dealing with things. I think so many people are, but cancer is definitely tough to deal with. But yeah, like this video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.